Hey, what's up, YouTube? I am here today with Sean Ozz from the YouTube channel by the same name, right?
Yep, yeah, The World of Oz.
The World of Oz. Sean is a drone pilot, he's a photographer, he's an outdoor adventurer, and he is a tattoo artist. So if you're ever in Colorado and you want to get a tattoo, this is the guy to go see.
Yeah, swing by. The shop's in Silverthorne. If you ski or snowboard, come by and say hi. Love meeting everybody.
Yeah, so today, Sean and I are filming several videos, and I wanted to show him my favorite new toy, the Moverio glasses. I was trying to describe it to him, what they are, but it's really hard to describe. So I'm gonna let him just experience it. And we're gonna do one other experiment. We're gonna try hooking up the Moverios and the DJI Goggles at the same time to an original Mavic Pro and see how it goes. So stay tuned. Okay, so Sean, here are the Moverios. Now I've done a full review of these. These are from Epson, the company that makes printers, and they have a prism on each eye. Now, do you wear corrective lenses or anything? Okay, so it's good, it makes it easier. They will work with corrective lenses. They have a camera out here that you can record with, and then this right here,
like a camera that sees what you see.
Yeah, so it's you can use them to record
These are trippy
stuff. But this is the little device that actually controls them. And what's cool is when you're flying with the Mavic Pro or the Mavic 2 or the Mavic Air, it's set up for all of those, you can use these instead of your phone. Huh. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get you set up. So we're gonna turn on the...
This is some futuristic stuff here.
Remote here. Yes, and you know, the ladies love it. You look so friggin' cool, right? Here's a guy with tattoos and a chain around his neck and a skull on his shirt with nerd glasses on. Yeah, exactly.
Into the nerds.
It's kind of a dichotomy going on here, but I'm nerdy all the time. You know, this guy only when he has to be. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the device here. This device runs Android, and it has an Android version of DJI Go on it. This little device, this right here. Kind of bright out here, okay. In a second, you should see something pop up.
Say Epson.
Yeah,
That's trippy.
Okay, so
whoa.
So you see Epson,
yeah.
And then you should see the screen for Android in a second, like an Android menu screen once it's all booted up. It should say Moverio.
Yep, now it says Moverio.
Okay, so this is a touchpad.
All right.
So go ahead and just navigate once it boots up, navigate to the DJI Go 4 app.
If you look up, it disappears.
Yeah, so there are some shades that go on those that help create contrast on a bright day. So right now you're just wearing them without the shades, but we'll put those on in a second. So as I mentioned, on a bright day like today, it's useful to have these little sunshades that come with it. So what you can do is take this and actually it just clips.
Oh, so it turns them like in the sunglasses.
Yeah. And then it gives you more contrast. Now easier to see?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Now.
So now, actually, while you're at it, I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and put these on at the same time.
This is like Minority Report. That is so cool.
All right.
So what I'm seeing is in front of me, I see everything, but there's a little rectangle that's floating out, I'd say 20 or 30 feet. It looks just huge, like it's just floating in the sky. That's really cool.
And I'm just seeing DJI and nothing else. If Sean was gonna kill me, now would be the time to do it.
That is why I brought him out here.
I have no situational awareness whatsoever.
I just pushed him off the ledge.
Yep. I'm a big guy, but it could happen.
This is really neat. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and get it off the ground. I think it's just sitting on, there we go.
Yeah, I guess the weight of those propellers just makes it react a little differently.
All right. I can see the Valley of the Fairies beneath us. I'm sure your dad would love us calling it that.
You're right. I don't think he's heard it called that before. So let's go check it out.
Whoa, dude! I'm actually. Where are you? I'm getting. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I'm actually getting a little dizzy.
Yeah, don't fall into the.
Yeah, the abyss.
That would suck. That was my band's name.
Oh yeah, the abyss. That's right. I'm holding on to the abyss instead of falling into it. Yeah, I see the house.
Man, you can see how high the water is.
I can see, yeah. So how's the view? I mean, can you see the screen pretty clearly?
I'm actually looking at the screen.
Just yeah, it's just so nice because, like you said, you have that situational awareness that you don't have with these.
Yeah.
Although I love the DJI goggles. I mean, flying them with the Mavic Pro is such a immersive experience.
I think I like these more.
Wow.
Like my goggles to me are they're not super clear, like on the DJI goggles.
And you think the image on that's clear?
I mean, it's not as bright, but it is crisper.
Yeah, I think it's because Epson makes really good projection equipment, and that's what the technology they're using.
Look at this lake. So recently, Kelly here and everyone in Austin got tons and tons of storms.
A lot of rain.
And this lake, if you, let's see, oh, you can, oh, I can't.
I can see the trees.
So the trees there
You
in
can
the
fly
middle
up to
of the
them if
lake.
you like.
Okay.
There's a couple of trees poking their way out, and we'll show the video of it. That's normally land out there, right?
Yep. That was land.
Wow. Huh. But that's
So
okay.
we'll show them this. So this right there, that road that you see going down, that's a
yep.
boat launch. It usually goes in the center of the screen. I'm going to bring it. It's usually way down here, the end of it.
Wow. So the water's up about 25, 30 feet, you think?
Oh, I think it's more than that.
Wow.
It's up quite a bit.
And you said this creek that we're looking at to the right, that's normally dry?
It's not normally dry, no. It's normally much lower than what you're seeing, though. For the last, I guess about 5 years ago, for almost 5 years, it was dry. And right here where you're looking, there is now a whole flock of trees, that have grown.
That's technically a herd of trees.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this is the neighbor's house. We'll make sure we don't go over there. So this is, we're down here.
We're down in this valley, yeah. This is really cool though, being able to watch exactly what you're seeing, and you can still see
everything.
You can still see everything as well.
Nobody could sneak up and push us in.
Yeah. You got your eyes. Plus the cows would tell us.
Yeah, right.
And we are giving a pair away. Actually, Epson's giving me a second pair to give away at Spin Up.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty excited about that.
Yeah, somebody's going to be really happy with these. These are the coolest things I've flown with since I've started flying drones.
Yeah. And again, just different, right? This is still, to me, I still love this immersive experience, and I still feel like if you're trying to really line up a shot, these might be the way to go, the DJI goggles. But right. For just all-around flying and situational awareness, the Epsons are pretty darn cool. And I agree with you, the picture's sharper in there.
Do they work with the zoom in the Mavic 2 Pro?
Let's try it.
Okay. Because that would be
that's
awesome.
That's the Mavic Pro.
Yeah.
They supposedly work with the zoom.
If they work with the zoom, I would assume they'd work with the Mavic 2 Pro too.
Either Mavic 2. Let's bring it in and land it, and let's get your guy and see if we can get it going.
Let's see. These are so cool. I mean, seriously, I really like these.
Oh, I can see us down there.
I can see the drone. I'm looking at it as I'm not even looking at the screen. This is.
Yeah, so now you have visual line of sight on the drone.
I can see what it sees and the drone at the same. This is the future. This is definitely amazing.
And just for people who haven't seen my other review, those goggles were developed with DJI's permission and assistance, meaning that they actually gave.
Your bottom sensors are on.
Epson, yes. They gave Epson the keys to the kingdom so that they could develop it natively. So it's a partnership between DJI and Epson. Okay, so Sean, we just disconnected my Mavic Pro and we hooked up your Mavic 2 Zoom. Yeah, you said you noticed. How was the process?
Well, okay, so switching from one drone to the other, it was pretty much plug and go. It was really, really easy.
And then you noticed that the image seems a little brighter and crisper?
On the Mavic Zoom, I see it so much brighter than it was on the regular Mavic Pro. The only difference I see these things are amazing. I really can't.
I will tell you, actually, I just thought of something. Part of the issue, or part of the reason, I think my Mavic Pro has an ND filter on it.
Okay.
Do you have an ND filter on there?
I do not.
Okay, so that may be part of the differences I haven't. But regardless, you can see a great image and you plugged it in and it works.
Yeah, it was simple.
So we just confirmed it does work with the Mavic 2 Zoom. I'm gonna say I mean, it's got to work with the Mavic 2 Pro.
I would imagine.
And then Epson told me that it will work with the Mavic Air as well.
My guess is anything that's on the Go 4 app, which would be the Air, the Phantom, all those, it should just plug and go.
Yeah, that's haven't confirmed it, but we've confirmed 2 drones so far. So you want to fly around with those a little bit?
Yeah, this would be great. These are awesome.
Oh, and then also let's just talk a little bit about, go ahead and take off, but let's talk a little bit about that sweet spot. I noticed, like when I put them on, if I don't have them in exactly the right spot, it's kind of hard to see. So like if I slide them down on your nose a little bit.
I can't see it at all.
Yeah, you see, so there's a spot that they've got to be in, right?
Yeah, if it's up too high, it's gone. Yeah, you're right. It's right there. Which is really cool because it gives me this whole area here.
So like if you wanted to tilt your head up, if you tilt your head up, you can see the drone, right?
I see everything.
You can see me.
I can see it right here. I see, even through here, I still see you. If I look out like my peripherals, I see you. Well, this side, not so much. This side, I see you good. All through here, I see you, and I can see you all through here above it. I mean, I see you.
Hello.
Let me grab my hat.
All right, well, take her up.
Oh, that's so scary. I feel like so much more worried it's going to chop me up that way.
Okay, Sean, so you just flew both the Mavic Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom with the Moverios. What do you think?
They're amazing. These are the coolest thing I've done with drones since I got my first drone.
Wow, that's a big statement. So what do you like about them? I mean, why do you like them better than those guys, the DJI?
So for me, where I'm flying, when I'm using the goggles, you have no peripherals, and I fly alone a lot, and you're really supposed to have a spotter when you do those because you can't tell what's going on in the world with you. And that's pretty important to me. Like I fly out in nature, I'm alone. If people come up, if you're in a city and someone comes up and stabs you with a knife and takes your drone, you don't want to see that. You want to be able to see. But for me,
well, tell them what you told me about your warning in your house.
Oh, for me, so I live in Colorado and there's all kinds of wild animals. And when I first moved there, there was a big sign in my garage that says "Warning Moose. If you see a moose, run, get away." Moose are actually more dangerous for us than bears are. So if I'm sitting there somewhere out climbing a mountain or something and I'm flying and a billy goat or a moose comes up, I would have no idea because unless the drone was really close to scare it away, it would just sneak up on me. And
so you feel like your situational awareness with those is much better?
Yeah, I mean, I'm exaggerating about the moose thing a little bit, but being able to see around me at the same time that I see the screen and it's so crystal clear.
I was going to ask you about picture quality.
I think the picture quality on this is much higher than the picture quality on the DJI Goggles. I think the DJI Goggles might be a little more immersive where you're lost in what you're seeing because that's all you see. However, this beats it. I really prefer these.
Nice. All right, folks. Well, there you have it, straight from Sean. I'm not the only one who loves these things. There's a lot of people out there who are raving about the Epsons. Again, guys, they didn't pay us to say this. This is the first time he's ever seen them today. So I've never even heard of them. He hadn't watched my review or anything like that. So this is brand new, pretty straight from the heart. If you want to check them out, they are expensive, but there's a link in the description if you want to get your own pair. And again, Epson is giving me a pair to give away at our event December 1st in Austin called Spin Up. Go to dronespinup.com to check it out. And definitely go to Sean's channel. I'll put a link at the end here so you can subscribe to him on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.